Okay, so I think we're going to start now. So today we're going to be covering a variety of topics in today's club meeting. We're considering this to be our first meeting and our past club fair meeting to be our unofficial zero meeting. So today we'll go over about us, important information, lesson topics, activities, and then we'll have a Kahoot and a Q&A at the very end. We realize some of this stuff might be a bit redundant from our last meeting, so we apologize in advance. And as usual, we'll be recording and sending the slides out later. So section 1 is about us. So who are we? I'm Eric, the president, and I'm currently a sophomore. 3 of my activities / interests / hobbies include basketball, STEM, and technology.
Hello, I'm Zenkai. I'm the vice president, and I'm currently a junior. My hobbies include cybersecurity, robotics, and language learning.
Hi everyone, my name is Emma. Alex! Hi, sorry. My name is Emma Lynn. I'm a sophomore. I'm the secretary of this club. I don't like math. I write everything in sentences, and I like language learning.
All right, hey guys, I'm Daniel. I'm a junior. I'm part of cabinet here, and like Zenkai, I'm also involved in cybersecurity and robotics as well as FBLA.
Hello everyone, my name is Joshua. I'm a cabinet member. I'm a junior this year, and my interests are math, robotics, and programming.
So the goal of this club is to inspire students to explore all aspects of computer science and have fun in the process. So we'll have an icebreaker activity so that we can get familiar with each other. To save time, you'll be randomly assigned to a breakout room in which you'll introduce yourself with your name, grade, and your hobbies to about 7 to 10 people in order specified in the participants list. You'll be able to join your breakout room shortly.
Sorry, it's kind of taking a while. Give me a second. You guys should be able to join your breakout rooms now, I believe.
My name is Aiden, and I'm a freshman this year. And then my interests are JavaScript programming, and I'm currently trying to learn MongoDB, and yeah.
Hey, my name is Aaron. I'm a junior. My interests are playing tennis, coding, gaming, and other stuff like that. Video editing.
My name is Ian Sabalas. One of my interests is playing basketball.
Hi, my name is Amshu. I'm a 10th grader, and something that I like to do is baking.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm a sophomore and I like to play video games.
My last. Hello, my name's Kevin. I'm a freshman, and I guess I like to play video games as well.
Did everyone all go already?
I think so.
Okay. I think some of the other groups are taking a teensy bit longer, but we can all leave the room and head out to the main breakout, the main room.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope that you've met new faces and got to know other members. Next up, we have some important info that you should be aware of. So if you haven't already, please consider signing up at bit.ly/compsciform. Afterwards, join us on Discord at bit.ly/compscidiscord and on Remind using the code WalnutCS. Links are in the chat. This is our link tree. It's a combination of all of our important links. So if you can't remember any of the previous links, just make sure you go there at bit.ly/compscilinktree.
So our meetings from now on will be on Wednesdays instead of Monday. So it'll be at Wednesday at lunch from 12:30 to 1:10. But like today, we'll probably open and start the meeting around 12:35 to give people time to actually join the meeting after school. And they'll always
Eric,
be on
are you
Zoom.
muted?
Can you hear me? You guys can hear me? Okay. So
I can hear you.
all right, thanks. So they'll always be on Zoom and they'll always be using the same link, which is also bit.ly/Walnut High School ComSci Zoom. If you need a password, it's just ComSci, but hopefully you won't need that. So now moving to section 3, which is on lesson topics. We included a poll in our original sign-up form, and the results regarding the interests of different computer science topics are as follows. So programming languages with 38, machine learning/AI with 32, algorithms also with 32, data structures of 23, and cloud computing of 22. So with that being said, our next meeting will be an overview of computer science. So if you're a bit new to computer science, you can learn what exactly it is. And then after that, the next section we'll start with is going to be programming languages.
We'll be launching a new poll, and one of them will determine the dates of our future meetings. You can choose which weekday launch is best for your club meeting for our club meetings. Choose preferred if you're okay with that day. Choose not preferred if you don't like it, but you can still attend if you have to, and choose can't attend if you cannot go on that day. we have all of our past meeting slides and recording in one place for you. Go to bit.ly/comsci lesson if you cannot attend a meeting for some reason, or just to review what we went over at that meeting.
So next up is activities, which is section 4. So we're looking forward to doing some projects over the school year, although currently it's still like a work in progress. But the NAND to Tetris course is quite appealing. So if anyone is interested in starting earlier and creating a computer system from scratch, make sure to message us on Discord sometime and we'll help to get you started. Now for hackathons and challenges, we're going to mainly use HackerRank and LeetCode and some other free websites. So we're actually going to take a look at HackerRank right now. So I'm going to share my browser and you guys can follow along if you wish. So hopefully you can see, can you guys see my browser? Okay, so,
yeah.
All right, cool. So navigate to hackerrank.com. And you should first create your account, assuming you don't have one yet. So you can click sign up and code. And then it's probably easier if you connect with Google, but I'm going to create like a fake account just for demonstration purposes.
Oh, if you're not aware, there's an error on the form when you put in the dates. It should be by row, not by column.
Thanks for letting us know. So just don't fill out the form right now. We'll fix it later, and then afterwards we'll send out like a new form along with the slides and recordings, and hopefully that one will be fixed. But as for now, when you're on this screen, hopefully you guys are on this screen, you can choose your preferred programming language. If you guys aren't sure which language you guys prefer, I'd personally recommend just go with Java 8 because we're also going to be dealing with Java probably the most. After that, you're going to see your first challenge. So the question is, you can see the question on the left side, and basically it's asking you to sum up 2 integers. So it even gives you a hint. So in Java, you can just do this by return a plus b. And then after you're done, you can click run code, and you should like receive a screen saying you finished the first challenge. So if any of you guys are following along, let me know when you guys have reached this screen.
I reached it.
All right, cool. Probably wait like a minute just in case for some other people. If you didn't reach the screen, that's fine. You can do it later. It shouldn't be too hard. So now we're gonna continue. So to finish signing up, just click that you're a student and then choose your graduation year, and then you can proceed to dashboard. So once you're over here, this is basically your home page, and this is like your account. So this, the very first thing you should see is get your skills certified. So if you're already very skilled in, for example, Python basic or JavaScript basic, you can take like roughly like a 3-hour test. And if you pass the test, you can get certified, which basically means other like companies and people who are looking for job hirings, they could see your profile on HackerRank and see, hey, this guy has certified his JavaScript skills or something. Otherwise, you can start working on skills available for practice. So for example, if you're interested in learning regex or let's say Java, you can just click on the course and there's going to be a bunch of problems, and they're starting in an easy to difficult order, which will allow you to learn as you solve the problems. And that's all we really have for HackerRank. So next up, we're going to talk about some competitions. So like we mentioned a bit before, one of the big competitions we're going to be trying is the USACO. So if you guys have not heard of the USACO or haven't participated in before, you can check out its homepage at usaco.org. And this is what the homepage looks like. You can create your own account. It's also free. And then the first competition starts in December. And there's a total of 4 competitions from December to March, 1 each month. And each person starts off in bronze. And if you do well enough during a competition, you can get promoted to silver and then gold. And if you promote past gold, you're pretty skilled. You can go to the contest tab to check out the previous contests to see what sort of questions you're going to be expecting, as well as the training tab to navigate to its training page. Basically, the training page is a different website. You can create another account, and there are like practice problems and explanations. And it's very useful to if you're practicing for the USACO. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see the presentation again. That's all we're really going to talk about today for activities. And I think we're going to do a Kahoot right now. So let me set this up. Can you guys see the code? Just try to have like your first name somewhere in there and just keep your name appropriate. We're waiting for a couple more people, but I won't lock the room, so if you aren't in yet, you can just join and you'll still be able to participate. And I think I'm going to start now. So they actually forgot to change the answer. So the actual answer is Wednesday at lunch. So for the 23 of you guys that got robbed, sorry. And for the 6 of you guys that somehow did get it correct, the answer is actually Wednesdays at lunch. But we're also sending out the poll, so it's kind of to be determined. Although our links are on Discord or mine and Instagram, but the main place you should go to find all of our links and information is always going to be our link tree. Seems like most of you guys know our email. It is whscompsciclub@gmail.com. So all of you guys got it right. You can find our slides and recordings basically everywhere. Also, starting about now, the questions are gonna be more computer science trivia-ish related. Yep, study of computing concepts. If you chose inner workings of computer, I'd say that's more like hardware. That's not exactly computer science, but you're also kind of close. Yeah, it's not United Schools of America, it's actually United States of America Computing Olympiad. Yeah, the answer is High School Programming Contest is hosted by Cal Poly Pomona. Yep, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, our social media handles all at WHS Comsci Club. For those of you guys who chose programming languages, you guys are partially correct, but we're gonna have an overview of computer science lesson first before going into programming languages. Yeah, so in case you guys didn't know, Algebra 2 is actually math topic, not computer science. This is where the trivia questions kind of start. So the correct answer was 1950s or 1960s. I believe Google said one and Bing said the other. I don't know what you're going to do with the information, but it's kind of cool to know. Computer science was invented about 70-ish years ago. Alan Turing did invent computer science. Kurt Gödel, or however you pronounce him, he was like a mathematician, some philosopher. Yeah, the first hard drive was created in 1956. I think some of you guys are probably searching up the answers as we go, which is totally fine. You can use Google or other sources.
So yeah, CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It's basically the brain of the computer. Hope you guys heard of USB. Yeah, or at least the acronym. You should like see it like everywhere. So yeah, after you power on the machine, the machine itself goes through a post or power on self test. It basically checks all the hardware and stuff to see if they're all right, and then just continues to the BIOS or EFI and then load the computer. Actually load the operating systems. Although you can probably use FTP to communicate with a FTP server, but most of the time when you're browsing the web, you're just using HTTP. Okay, so although Google itself is a search engine, the HTTP / blah blah, it's some URL that's what you use to get to the search engine, the web page itself. Okay, I hope this one's fairly obvious. They're all programming languages. This one should also be fairly obvious. It's Linux is an operating system along with Windows, Mac OS, and a bunch of other ones. It's mainly used in servers and supercomputers, etc.
So I think that was it for Kahoot. So congrats Nathan, George, and Chandrak. Good job. So we realized that Kahoot towards the end was kind of hard, but it was also kind of just general trivia. So it doesn't matter if you didn't know of that. Also, it's already 1:09, so if any of you guys need to leave, that's totally fine. But I think we'll stay for a couple more minutes if you guys have any more questions. So we'll just have, we can just use a Q&A like we did last time. If you need to ask a question like perhaps later and you need to leave now, you can also email us, message us on Remind, or use Discord or whatever. Otherwise, I think we'll stay here for a couple more minutes for any questions that may pop in. For those of you guys who are still here, do you guys have a question, or are you guys just like waiting around until we all leave? Because so far there's no questions so far.
Yes. We're going to be teaching, and we do expect you to learn. Okay.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing some more projects, activities, stuff like that. So for projects, we're probably thinking of like individual projects. So let's say we'll have a lesson this week, and next week we might have like a project, and then we will like just give instructions, give you kind of a short run through, and the project will be fairly easy, and it will be like somehow connected to the lesson from the previous week.
We might also have group projects, but it's usually just one group because we don't know how many will be signing up for it.
Yeah.